Okay, hi everyone.
Finally, we're starting.
So
It's been so long.
Huge disclaimer about that. There
did
was a
it.
huge connection problem we've never had before, and we did not test this.
there is the jankiest setup,
Yeah.
and it's somewhat our fault.
I'm currently running through my laptop, connected to a capture card, connected to my monitor. Whatever, it
Yeah,
works.
all
And
right.
I'm playing.
So we'll keep this real short. We'll do a quick intro. I'm amyrlinn. This is Shockwve. We've got Big Law, Rel 789, 097 Ace of Spades, and Konosumi on the
He's
couch.
off screen. You can pull around to
So,
Big Law's side.
Real
You wanna
quick,
sit on my lap?
we're running on patch 1.1. I'm playing Gage the Necromancer. It's the first
you
patch
on
she was
camera,
introduced. He's playing Axton the Commando. We're using
on
preset
camera.
save files, as you can tell, because we have guns already in our inventory. This is needed because the guns that we currently use are incredibly broken and are used for a lot of glitches in the game. 1.1 is run because it's the most broken patch that we know of. There's a lot of stuff that wasn't fixed in it, and there's a lot of stuff that is fixed in current patches, which is why we don't run it. With that said, you ready?
Let's finally get this started.
Let's do it. Okay. Timer ready? All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah!
All right.
All right,
So
right off the bat, I'm going to break the game. Have some guns.
I drop my guns instantly because I don't need them. All I need is a sniper. I'm going to get here, turn off my badass ranks, which are off apparently already, so never mind. Otherwise, it would be New Game Plus.
Yeah. So I did a trick right there, again, immediately right off the bat, called mass duping. I am off host. He is currently the host. If I swap and drop weapons really fast, the game gets confused, and I can drop multiple copies. So now I have 3 copies of the exact same gun. There is a side effect of that I'll get into in a little bit, but for now, I can just duplicate any gun that I want to that I can currently equip. But off-host is very broken. The theme of this run is that I do a lot of things that I'm not supposed to do. He does a couple things he's not supposed to do, but I get like really broken.
I do a lot of things I'm not supposed to, but
Yeah. And so that's one technique of duping. The second one of duping we're going to do here is called dual duping. We're going to trade for this item here. This is a one-time use echo log, which plays dialogue and is like backstory for the game. But what it can do is it can skip dialogue. So right now, can I do it? There you go. I can skip Claptrap's echo. I can skip Claptrap's dialogue with that echo log, and at that point, the game needs to give him something still because we dueled for it. So I used it. He won the duel. It just gives it to him. So we made a one-time use item reusable as many times as we want.
But it takes a while.
it's a technique that a lot of casual players really know. We're not going to do this save quit. Okay, so he clipped his hitbox through the wall right there. That activates a save point early. We're really nervous about the connection, so we're not going to save quit here. We're going to do the later save quits, and I really hope they work out.
So normally you would skip this.
Give me your pistol.
Sure, yeah. Give me your sniper now. I'll just dupe it. So normally you would save quit and save a bunch of time of waiting around here, but again, we are like super worried of something breaking of the connection.
Yeah.
So we're just going to play it safe and just not skip it. I forgot to equip 2 items. All right, there's 2. So anyway, so we have 2 snipers that we started with. We started one with his, which is a 48 damage sniper. It's the best one to start shooting with at the beginning of the game. I have the best one for duping. And I remember that I mentioned there's a side effect of my duping. We'll just call it crit stacking for now. One of the side effects of duping, like this, is every time I do this, and then now replace these empty hotbar slots with guns, the game on his side thinks I'm still holding them, but on my side, they're not. So it gives me a couple of implicit weapon stats, like critical damage. So what?
I forgot to check my FOV. It was 90. Whoops.
But so now every time I dupe these Jacob snipers, I get an extra 160% critical damage every time I dupe a sniper. It's not however many dupes, it's just if the sniper is duped, period. So the game probably thinks on his side that I'm holding, like, let's just say 10, 15 snipers at the same time.
Yeah. So one thing you'll see us doing for this beginning part is dropping and picking up our guns. So like if I drop a gun like that, it has a full clip immediately, so it skips the reload animation, which like saves probably 2 seconds every time we need to reload. Also, I'm not really this bad at aiming. My screen is just shaking around a lot because there's some like story going on.
So
There is a story to this game. We kind of ignore most of it.
Excuses.
Listen.
Does the screen shake and counter
there's
shake?
Ed, you want to help with that, by the way?
Yeah, I got you.
It's co-op run, not a solo run. So you'll see in a second how much damage I do that I'm not supposed to do. He does 249 critical damage. I do about 2,000.
Not enough.
And I can keep going. There is really no limit to this. There technically is. I could probably do too much damage where the game couldn't calculate it, and then I could crash the game, but it would take me a really long time to get there.
Let's do it.
I may have just inventory merged this. Whoops.
No, you're fine. We'll get some guns later for you. But anyway, so that's probably the biggest glitch in the entire run, and I'll be doing that literally from start to finish. I'm not going to stop duping. There is also another really negative side effect. My accuracy also goes down the more I dupe this particular sniper. There is a way to fix it, and we're going to be looking for a new sniper later, which has a way to improve my accuracy and also give me 100% critical damage. It'll be random if we get it or not. If we don't, it's not a huge deal. I can compensate for this. It's just going to be a lot harder. So that was a boss, by the way.
I really should have checked everything before I started. I have a couple things still showing up.
All right, so there's another echo dupe that we can do here. We don't do a lot of echo dupes simply because of how much time it takes to set up. So he's going to come up here. We're going to trade again. And we're going to duel for this echo. We're going to skip one more line here. And then we're going to do it one more time and then never do it again for a long time. So once Claptrap talks, and then I can kill him, and I now have the echo again. So again, we made a one-time use item as many times as we want.
Yeah, so for some reason, and we actually asked Anthony Birch about this, the echo has an incredibly high priority over literally everything else. Not literally everything else. There's a couple things that it actually can't skip, but it's pretty high.
Yeah.
So,
Anthony Birch, by the way, is one of the lead writers for this game.
Yeah.
He was the one that did all the echo stuff. So
and he actually thinks it's hilarious that we spend most of the game skipping Claptrap's dialogue.
Claptrap is awful, and he does not deserve to
I like
talk.
Claptrap. He's an
not
okay
deserve
guy.
any dialogue.
No, I agree. Thank you. Thank you.
This is why you have a mic.
Yeah.
This is why
Not
you
because
deserve.
Big Law sucks at rock, paper, scissors.
That face went couch determined by rock, paper, scissors.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want the mic now?
So we're
No.
gonna get a random gun out of this chest. It's gonna be a Jacob shotgun. If it's good, we'll take it. It's really good, so we're taking it. That is actually the highest I've ever seen.
And that's the highest you can get out of that chest.
So we might wind up running with that gun. Can I, whoever's doing audio, can I get them up a little more? I can't really hear them.
You don't want to hear us, TBH.
All right, so that Claptrap dialogue there is completely random. He can say one of 7 or 8 things.
Side note, are we going to risk the save quits here as well?
We're going to risk the save quits here.
Okay.
Can we get bless RNGs in the chat for the save quits?
We need all the bless for the connection here.
Maybe some Doritos chips as well, just to be safe.
Do you have anything to say, Kona? That'd be a no.
Good words.
What a wise man.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Can we get the OK hand in camera?
Bless up. Bless, please.
So this game is timed in-game time. So this save quit is actually a lot faster and saves a lot of time. With a connection like this, it doesn't save a lot of RTA. Please.
Something to say?
Oh, I got it. We're good.
Okay. Yes. All right.
Oh, thank goodness.
We're in.
Frame perfect, guys.
Frame perfect. So this fight is really scripted. The enemies have exact spawn patterns here. So we know exactly where and what enemies are going to spawn. So
what you're
someone's going to
saying
spawn at the
is
store,
you won't miss
kill
a
him.
shot.
Bully Monk's going to spawn right here.
Ignore the first 5 bullets
It's
that I
Amy.
shot. It doesn't count.
Oh man, is this CS:GO?
right.
Hitting every
All
shot?
right, so this is another save quit. There's 3 more in the run, hopefully. So
It looks like the connection is fine now. Like,
Yeah.
goodness.
Knock on
seriously,
wood.
clap
Do
every
have-
time we
do have wood to
reconnect.
knock on?
This is this is mad stressful. All right, so he's actually going to be really far
Got it.
behind me here, so I'm just going to drop the echo to you.
Yeah.
Actually, you weren't too far behind. You got in before I jumped off. We're doing another echo dupe here, and the reason we echo dupe is to skip one line of dialogue, and it just so happens that Hammerlock's dialogue is 15 or 20 seconds.
Okay.
If you want, you wait for
Clap
2
for
seconds for me to get closer. Don't trigger the cutscene.
Yeah. Tell me when to go.
3, 2, 1, go.
So that hammer, I have a bad habit of tabbing out because
We've seen it at home all the time.
we've seen these cutscenes so many times that I just like tab out and check Discord while they're going on. So I should probably cure myself of that habit.
How much do I have to donate for the in-sync dab again?
The what?
The in-sync dab.
$50?
Yeah, 50 bucks.
Oh, 50 bucks.
Alright, so we're going to skip this line.
Do I want to spend 50 bucks?
I'll pitch in 25. Let's do it.
Oh, got the
tough
kill.
with
Let's
$0
go.
in the bank.
Okay, so that's another save quit.
Might be tough with $0 in the bank.
Shout out to everyone on my friends list who's getting, mad publicity from this.
Send them all a friend
Yeah, we
request on
have to
Steam, by
connect
the
through
way.
Steam. There's some weird LAN
We
problem that's
usually
going
run on LAN because we live together, but it's not really working this time.
It'll be fine. It just takes me a second to
this
get
should
in.
be fine. It's just a little longer than usual.
Got it.
Okay, cool.
I'll still tell you when I get it.
Yeah, please do. So we're gonna do a pretty long series here. So you'll notice we're level 2 right now. That's about normal for this point in the game. Some people can get level 3 if you kill every enemy, because the reason we save quit is to skip a couple of waves of fights. So when we go, hang on. There we go.
Shoutouts.
That
to
was the
your Steam
notification I had to
profile.
turn off.
Does your relic ever matter during this run?
So I pushed Claptrap. We're going to be doing a few quests here, and those quests will get us a gun that we really need because it does a lot of damage, theoretically. I'm really good at hitting headshots on stationary objects.
To answer your question, no, the relic does not matter. The relic we get because we have 2 DLCs installed. We have the Gauge DLC, which is Necromancer, and the Premier Club, which gives us these gearbox weapons. The relic that we get just increases the drop chances for blues. We theoretically could leave it on, and it might help, but
It's
it doesn't
like
matter.
5% chance to increase the drop rate of blue weapons.
Yeah, it's like so subtle of an improvement that it doesn't affect the run.
Okay, that was a perfect 8-shot pit, which is really, really good because it means I get to this next part extremely quick.
So that's cool. Goodbye.
All right, and then Claptrap just has this giant series of triggers. So we're splitting up here, as we said. He does side quests to unlock a green sniper rifle, which means we get a semi-automatic one, so we can shoot more. And then I'm going to be doing the main story quest, and hopefully, oh, we did not equip it.
I got a melee accessory on mine. That's really good. I'm going to be stabbing some things to death here, so anything I have that lets me do more melee is really beneficial.
This should be fine.
So I kind of ignore what he's doing here. He's probably fine. I'm going to go off and shoot some birds and also do a quest.
Those are birds.
So
You guys mind if we get a
the
quick
birds are
donation?
important, by the way, because experience in the first 10 levels of this game
Nope.
is super tight.
I'm getting
So
friends
anything
listed
that we
already.
can get is super helpful to get. I just did a thing called quest skipping. If you pick up a quest under a certain line of dialogue for a different quest, mainly story quest and sometimes side quests, you can pick it up and not hear it. And it's important that happens because not hearing it is the first line of dialogue of a quest is insanely powerful and will just overwrite a lot of different quests for some reason. So we can play that literally whenever we want, whenever we swap to the quest. This mouse seems to be not what I'm used to, but
Okay. So these are the things I have to stab to death. There's one.
there you go.
Do you mind if I get a quick donation in real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, we have a $384 donation from Cumpy. They said, I appreciate these exploits.
Oh, don't worry. There's more. There's a lot more later.
Clap for the donation. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to YOLO it across this bridge. Yeah, can we get a clap for that donation? That's a great donation. Thank you very much.
We have a $50 donation from Ludwig is Rad. I believe this is from the Smash stream, though. And we have $15 from Koopa-chan.
I have a question for whoever's doing audio. Can I get a little less game audio?
Anyway, this is a boss, quote unquote, by the way.
Boom, boom.
Toughest
He's
boss
dead.
in the game.
I have to purposely miss his head because off-post hitboxes are great, by the way. I'm going to use tutorial quests here. This tells you about grenade mods. And tutorial dialogue is also really powerful. You might think about all these different powerful things that we're talking about, but we're just skipping a bunch of weak things here and there. So that just skipped a dialogue about him telling me get in the cannon to shoot the gate, and done.
So I pick up a bunch of fur there. That'll give us a better sniper rifle coming up. That'll let us do some more damage.
Yo, fist bump.
Yeah, fist bump. Sorry. I'm still nervous that we're gonna like.
No, the connection's
It's
gonna break.
fail.
We're clapping every time you guys connect,
I've
by the way.
never-
Oh, thank good. As long as
Why
it
not?
works.
Okay.
Is it one clap for connect?
Yeah. One clap.
Yeah, one clap for a connect. Good. One clap, please.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
Thanks, guys. Really helps us out.
No problem, man.
Oh, mine's bad.
Mine is good, actually.
So we save quit there because we're going to farm this boss. There's a concept in this game of farmable bosses because bosses have sometimes legendary drops. So you can farm them so you can get those drops for casual play.
Yeah. You can also get way more experience from killing them if you happen to do like a billion more damage than you should, like we do. Although this is actually one of the times when we're just going to kill them straight.
Yeah, so we're farming this that way. I get level 6 at a very certain point because, as I mentioned, there's a lot of exploits in this game, specifically if you're off-host.
Yeah. Did we mention the experience route yet?
No, yeah, I did. The experience route is very tight, so I'm going to throw my turret here just to try to help with the experience. Again, I specifically need to hit 6 after the save quit, so this boss should give it to us.
I got a damage feat accessory, so that's pretty good.
Damage goes on the scope, dude. Learn your parts.
I don't know parts, man. Parts don't matter.
See, what's great about living with my speedrunning partners, I get to make fun of them when he gets something wrong. Dead.
I mean, I make fun of him too, but I don't live with him, so.
Yeah, but I get the bonus of being roommates. So.
That's true. He can like shout across the room at me.
I'll just tweet you.
Yeah, just get picked up on your stream,
Yeah.
and I can just yell at you.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't even have to yell for that.
All right.
Just talk slightly
This
loud.
is one of the last save quits we should have to do.
Yeah. Anyway, so like I said, I hit 6 at a specific point because I need to get a skill point right here. It's called expertise. It doesn't work
clap for
as
connect.
intended. Oh yeah, one clap for the connect, please.
Yep. Thank you.
That was a clap, sure.
was
This
so
skill
sad.
gives me movement speed, and every time I aim down sight, the movement speed gets added. Fortunately, the movement speed does not go away if I drop the gun out of my hand. So
So what he's saying is he's making excuses, and I'm gonna go beat the game.
I
while
just
he's
like
sitting there.
tossing guns in my hand. Some people like twiddling their thumbs.
It's like
down
a new
at their
fidget
desk.
spinner.
Yeah, fidget spinning. This is a fidget spinner.
A Five Nights at Freddy's fidget spinner.
I hate that joke. Can we retract that, please?
Can we cut that?
Yeah. Can we?
Cut the
This is
feed.
this is recorded, right? Not live, right?
Yeah, pre-recorded, easy.
Just edit the video.
Also, so you'll notice that I'm jumping everywhere at the very least. Shock is gonna stop jumping everywhere.
are you gonna kill the second boss yet?
It's like 5% faster.
All right, hold on. Let me show you how that's done. I'm gonna come get you.
I agree.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
So let's just start flying now. So I am moving way faster than intended. As I mentioned, this is expertise glitch, accident super speed. You know, there's like 5,000 names for it. Accident super speed is my favorite because reasons.
So I'm gonna jump in this fire barrel because it's faster.
Also, hold up. 3, 2, 1. You can fish now.
Thanks, man.
I tell him to fish so he can die and death warp because there's a fish there.
Go fish.
I'm gonna have to take my hand off the keyboard so I don't tab out.
Do we have time
but
for one donation?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, we have $80 from R2JL. Come on, everyone, let's make this Glitch Expo happen.
Yes, please. There's some really funny stuff we actually discovered recently.
Yep. I unfortunately did not get the right dialogue skip. I have to kill these enemies fast enough and then run away and trigger some in-world dialogue to skip it. But I got the slower version of, or the faster version of getting dialogue. So there's 2 different lines you can say there. But fortunately, I got the better one. So go me. But now this is just a scripted fight for before the boss actually happens, and he's doing more experience routing. As we
Yeah,
mentioned,
so
experience is
every
super
enemy
tight.
in the game has a chance of spawning as what's called a badass. Except for this part, there's a guaranteed badass spawn, and it gives 2 to 3 times as much experience as a normal enemy. So I'm just waiting until he hits another death point here. and I'm
You
gonna
can
die.
fish now. There's no fish. I just like saying fish there.
Yeah, go fish, dude.
Yeah, dude. I have 7 clubs.
Draw 4.
Uno. So I'm just duping here to increase my critical damage, because I'm not gonna be able to one-shot this boss. If I was unfortunate enough, we were playing on LAN, and I also had a high enough damage sniper, I could actually one-shot this next boss, and it would make at least a consistent time save, but in this case, we're going to have to go for a semi-inconsistent trick and just hope that we get it.
Yeah, I'd say about 50% of the time we get the skip.
Statistically, it's like 55% chance you'll get it.
Sure.
I did the math.
Okay.
Slash
But you're also
they
a
did the math.
thug runner, so
I'm not a thug runner anymore, so I'm allowed to do math.
you're also a speedrunner. That causes brain damage.
Okay.
Speedrunning is bad for you.
Yeah.
This is actually my platform. We're here to talk about speedrunning.
Please go. All right, so I'm going to stack expertise as much as I can. There also is a cap for how fast I can go, but it will be a while before I can hit that just because how fast I gain speed is relevant to how many points and expertise I have, and I have 1 out of 5 right now. But this is fun.
He winds up going ludicrously fast. He's like 10 times as fast as me when I'm sprinting.
So this is the trick that we're going to go for. Hopefully he's got to turn around. I got to shoot him in the head like that.
Okay, I'll shoot him a bit more.
We'll hope that we get this. If not, then it's not a big deal. We just have to do a fight. He's going to play Minecraft, though, real quick, so don't worry about it.
Do you think we have Minecraft fidget spinners?
Please stop. Go. All right, he's dead. All
Should
right,
we
hope
swap
we get
the
this.
Hey. Big long.
We
got
got
it.
it,
All right,
actually.
cool.
Okay, so that Psycho stopped. You saw it through my scope.
Yeah.
What that actually did is it convinced the game that
Oh,
that Psycho was Claptrap. See, he's making his way over. Normally, he doesn't move until the fight finishes and we kill everyone here. But the game gets really confused and thinks that that Psycho is Claptrap. And goes, okay, something was in Claptrap's move trigger, so you can just go. That's interesting.
Hey, don't die and cause us. Oh, wait, you shouldn't soft lock anymore.
Shouldn't soft lock anymore.
Possibly. There's one more chance to get soft lock, possibly here. If he moves, we're good. All right, we're
not
good.
dying.
He moved, cool.
So I'm just stacking expertise because the next area of the game is just literally a giant field to walk around on. So the faster I go, the better.
I'm collecting a ton of guns here because I need money, because I like money. It's really nice. It also helps me buy a lot of stuff later.
So you're going to be getting a car next in the next map. That's pretty fast, right?
No. I'm fast.
Cars are slow.
All right, what's it like to be slow, by the way? I'll see you later.
It feels really bad. So he's going to run up and hit another death point. I'm going to kill myself pretty much right as he hits it to avoid triggering the death point by me. And he's going to spam through a bunch of dialogue.
Yeah, this is only possible because of how fast I can get up here, and you can just skip through it. I'm going to do another neat trick here. I'm going to grab this, and then there's a giant invisible wall blocking this entire area, except for on this dock, and boom, done. All right, cool.
Oh,
that
that
skip's
was-
done.
Yeah, that's actually
That was
pretty hard.
close. So
Okay.
I just skipped waiting for the vehicle station. So the game tries to lock you in with this giant invisible wall around the whole thing. But again, that one dock, I can just go right up to it, and then I can just go to the next objective. All right, I hit the fast travel.
So I did a pretty intricate series of dialogue skips right there, hopefully. No, I missed it. Okay. I was supposed to get over there, and Angel was only supposed to say real, and then that would have skipped the rest of her lines. But unfortunately, it didn't quite work.
Alright, so now there's going to be a bunch of dialogue that's going to be interrupting each other here. It's a mix between quest and timed dialogue. When Jack talks, it's just timed. When Roland talks, it's from the quest. When Angel talks, it's from the quest. When Roland talks, it's also from the quest. The game doesn't know what's going on right here, so it just tries to keep playing dialogue and just get itself back on track. So
Yeah.
thanks
Pretty
to
sure
the game
the game is like
being
the viewers.
silly. Alright. If I kill this thing too
Gotta wait
fast,
on
I will
this.
soft lock this character, and I don't want to do that. It's one of the easiest soft locks that you can do in this game.
Yeah, it's one of the first soft locks that like most speedrunners do, because they're like, oh, if I kill these guys quickly, then you know Reese will be able to talk to you like instantly. That guy's stuck in a door. Okay. So
Alright.
Claptrap's dialogue is tutorial dialogue, quote unquote, in this game, and it's really powerful. So it skips past Roland telling us that that's a power core, and we should bring it back to Sanctuary.
Ooh, badass. No, he has too much health. No. Alright, so now Sanctuary. This is basically the main hub world of the game if you've never played it before. You get most of your quests from here, and this is where you come back and you can upgrade your ammo capacities. There's a couple gun shops that you can do, and you'll meet a bunch of the main characters here as well. This quest has a chance of giving us a gun that we could use.
I
Nope.
didn't get anything.
Unfortunately. We're going to also pray that another RNG thing happens here. and
Jessup
it
sometimes
didn't.
moves in the proper way, sometimes he doesn't.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
that's like okay.
Alright.
So this is called Blitz Skip. We trigger a line about like Hyperion bombing the city, and it skips all the dialogue here. So this is the only time I'll actually tab out and mean it. I'm standing inside a cutscene trigger right now, and he triggered Roland's.
Oh, shoot. I tabbed. I tabbed out of habit as well.
Yeah, this is one of the things that...
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Settings.
This is...
So you can actually hear Scooter talking in the background if you tab out, and that's how we know we got the skip.
My cutscene's broken, by the way, now, because I did that.
So Scooter can be talked to right away.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, all right, we're good. So I pick up all of his stuff and just move on.
Shock is gonna do this quest just for some like XP, and because he has nothing else to do.
So this teaches you about like different elemental weapons and the other ones you'll come across throughout the entire game. I got extra air. Okay.
I didn't hear like half of Scooter's line right there.
That is a good one.
That's a shame because Scooter rocks. I love Scooter.
You have to do the second one too. I think I got a good sniper.
I have to do the second? Okay.
Yeah, do the second one.
Do we have time for some donations?
Yeah, go for it. We're just gonna skip some dialogue with other high priority dialogue here. Nothing major.
Okay, we have $2 from Matchstick Maisie. Good, hi fellas. Good
Hey.
luck with the run.
Hey, thanks, babe.
It's my boost shot. Goes super fast for the kids. Love Maisie. And
Maisie.
then we have $20 from Bash Prime. I always enjoy Shockwve and amyrlinn work together to absolutely obliterate Borderlands 2. My second favorite speedrun, but it can't match the masterful game that is Freeze Me.
I agree. Freeze Me is far and away the best game.
I agree, voice me head.
Thanks. All right, so there you go. Now we're done with Sanctuary.
So that's the longest we're ever going to spend in Sanctuary. That's probably about 2.5 minutes.
Unless RNG just destroys you.
Yeah, unless RNG just destroys us.
You get like one
do
kill.
you have a sniper?
If you find a Hyperion one, I will take it.
Flat off.
No. That had a dull stock, I think, too. There's, again, this is so that sniper I mentioned earlier about accuracy problems. We're starting to look for one now because when we start doing more complicated stuff later, the accuracy is going to be really become a problem. So anytime that I can start fixing it, have a gun, by the way. That might be my sniper too. So hold on
I'll
to that.
keep that. Yeah.
Anytime I can fix the accuracy, the better. I might get level 8 here. Nice. All right, so I'm taking a sidetrack here to get this gun out of a pool. That's how you always find guns. It is called the Lisco. It is an SMG that shoots 2 bullets for the cost of 1.
It's incredibly powerful for this early in the game.
Yeah, and you can get it, that will always be there the moment you enter this map. And if you enter and relieve the map, actually, you can spawn multiple copies, which is fun.
And that actually used to be the strat for co-op until we discovered duping. So like he can create a copy of the Lisco for me without us re-entering the map.
Yep.
So I got a glitch called Moonwalk here. This is actually one of my favorite in the game. If you're going through the death tunnel and a cutscene starts, fun stuff happens.
So.
So I respawn, and I can actually move while I respawn. So I just kind of walk off the screen.
It looks
And
silly no matter
it
how
looks
many
silly,
times you do it.
but it actually does save time because normally I'm not supposed to get to Lilith until
There's 3
like much
Liscos on the
later.
ground for you. And
So I can actually get to her as soon as her revive text pops up. So that lets Shock dupe his guns and leave and go start farming experience for us.
Yeah, because I'm also going to try to set up another skip that will hopefully save us more time. I'm going to buy this shield. That looks good. So there's a random enemy, or there's 2 badass enemies that will purposely spawn here every time. But I need to manipulate their spawns to get set on fire at a certain point so I can get another dialogue skip. It's called Melting Flesh Skip because they talk about their flesh melting because they're on fire. Gee, what a surprise.
Wait, you can be on fire? And your flesh, dude.
Do you know what game you're playing?
No.
Okay,
This is
cool.
Freeze Me.
All right, so I'm going to manipulate the spawn right now. I got the good spawn. That should skip 1 line of dialogue. Cool. So that line will always trigger the first time an enemy is set on fire in this map. And if I move fast enough, I can actually manipulate it and skip over that. So it's actually not entirely easy to get that. That used to be random if we got it, but if you clean up your movement, you can actually get it almost 100% of the time. There's very few cases where I will not get it.
So Gage as a character has a skill called Anarchy, and that means she can't reload ever, or she does more damage.
Nope. Wait, that's yeah, that's a right.
How do you even see that?
I can see the item card. So So there's also 2 more badass enemies that spawn up here. These are guaranteed as well, so desyncing hitbox is great. No, that's not acceptable. That actually might be. I might be lying. I'm lying to myself. What's wrong? Yeah, anyway, so we split up here. I get XP, and he does the story quest.
Yeah, and I'm actually doing a glitch here called merging, which is kind of a lesser version of what Shock is doing. You'll notice at the beginning of the area, if you don't remember it, it's fine. I did some inventory messing with, and basically what that did is I swapped a gun and then swapped another gun onto its position.
I have a better sniper. You can toss the other one.
Okay, good. And that essentially gave me the crit values of the other 2 snipers in my inventory right now. So my Lasco is doing 320% extra damage. And the reason I'm opening my inventory is because when there's enemies around, it's 2 seconds faster to open my inventory and reload than stand there and do the reload animation. Oh, and everything in inventory always has a full clip, kind of like drop reloading. Basically, whenever a gun isn't in your hotbar, it has a full clip.
Yeah. And I'm going to hopefully take a look for a new shotgun, because the one that we have is not great.
I got a level up bonus, so this enemy should die pretty fast. Oh yeah, we never explained that. When you level up, you do 100% more damage for 60 seconds.
Purple pistol. Dude, we're feeling the luck now. Oh, all right, cool. So now he's done, so we are super, super low on XP. We're going to have to make up for that somehow with probably an extra boss kill. It's not really a huge problem. It's just something we need to account for later. All right. 21.
So I'm going to grenade tech skip here, and when Lilith does that, go. We're going to travel, and this is going to save us 3 seconds. So you're normally not supposed to be able to turn in quests or open menus while you're traveling, but if you do it in between game ticks, the game does not recognize that you did it. Hang on. There we go. Use an audio cue to get the vehicle here, because again, saves us a couple seconds. But if you open a menu or you turn in a quest in between game ticks, it saves 2 to 3 seconds depending on exactly when you do it, and we're going to do that 10 to 15 times over the run. So that's 20 to 30 seconds completely free as long as you can mash enter fast enough. And Shockwve has been testing how many he can get in a game tick. I think his record right now is like 4 quests.
Yeah, Scooter has a point in. We do all quest runs as well, and Scooter has a point. We'll have 4 quests given to you. I'm gonna go for a weird trick here. Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
If you are not a fan of weird necks, don't look at the screen.
Yeah, this like actually seriously, this is.
So cutscenes are rendered in world sometimes.
Sketchy.
And head tracking is also applied to some NPCs. So I'm standing right in front of her right now. So she's gonna try to head track me while her body moves. And oops.
Yeah.
Oh, howdy. I didn't see you there.
Yeah, she really did not see you there.
We have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. We have met the glitch exhibition for Borderlands.
Excellent.
Yes.
Nice.
We have a $100 donation from Skinny Pete. Thanks for doing this for the kids. Let's see this glitch exhibition. And that donation actually rounded us off.
There it is.
All right, so these bandit technicals could spawn as random things. The worst it could spawn as is a headhunter, because that can kill me for hours. But luckily I got a technical. Oh, I got a headhunter. Cool. Okay, never mind.
Good joke, dude.
So you see it fires saws, and those saws can like rip my face off. My car doesn't have a lot of health.
Speaking of
it's only
headhunters,
level
I got
9.
one too.
It's not as bad for Shock because he's a smaller target.
You say that.
But as I say that, he's just gonna go down. Did you get Gwen's?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so again, the crit duping thing, I have way too much crit damage. Crit works in 2 ways in this game. There's type A, I got the car, and type B. Type A is just a standard multiplier. It's, this damage times this. Type B is take the damage given by type A and then multiply that by this multiplier. So it's a multiplier of some kind of multiplier. The best way to think about it in the short term is that, I still don't have it, the best way to get it is equal parts of A and B at the same time. That's just the best way to get it. I got it. I'm going to dupe it here.
I'll drive.
Oh, it's fire too. So I'm going to dupe this. This has the highest amount of type B crit that we will get in the run. There is a gun called the Lady Fist, which gives me way more. It's like 400% Type B versus 60% on this one. But we will not hit the level that we need to equip it, and also we will not be doing the side quest to retrieve the gun.
Yeah, we spend about 30 seconds in that area.
Isn't the Fibber also good for that?
Crit Fibber is 700% crit.
I thought Fibber was Type A.
It could be. I'm probably wrong.
It actually might be Type B because they compare them a lot.
All right, hold up.
Anyway, this is a little bit of a skip right here. There's supposed to be 2 dialogue lines there. He's supposed to be, well, we've been tricked to kill him, get him, Bad Maw. But we can entirely skip that line. Shock just goes straight into his cutscene. He found this by accident one day, actually.
Yeah,
just by running in here way too fast.
Yep, I managed to just overlap them and was like, oh, I guess if you just run in fast enough, it happens.
My audio is desynced. That's a little weird.
All right, so that was also a mini-boss. That was not hard, really.
To be clear for the staff, that's not the audio is desynced. You should fix that. That's Borderlands audio is really weird. Don't worry about it.
As is the entire game, as case in point, my screen. All right, so we're going to turn around, and Badmaw is actually lucky enough that he is a boss that will respawn one time if you leave the area and come back. So we're going to immediately leave the area, hit this fast travel station, and then we're going to go back and kill him again, because that will get us to level 10.
Oh,
and level 10 is where it really gets broken in this game.
Because level 10 is where launchers spawn,
chasing
and
me.
we really need launchers to do a lot of stupid things.
No, cancel. Go.
Oh, I need some kills still.
How many do you need?
3.
Okay, I can get those. So normally, if you don't have enough, you would just save quit and kill him again. Just wait till you get it before you travel.
I'm gonna check the shop timers.
Okay, we're good.
27 seconds.
Yeah, we're good. So you can actually be really fast to the point where shops won't cycle and give you level 10 weapons, which is what we need. In that case, you're going to have to save quit to reset the cycles, and I'll lose all of these glitches that I've been setting up. So
Yeah,
most glitches are gotten rid of by save quitting.
There's actually pretty much just a hard cap on like how fast we can do this section, and it's 20 minutes. 2, 1, now. Nope. But I got a 33 coach.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to lose all of my stacks in a second.
So this save quit is required. You know, more save quitting. Cool.
Are you guys going to do an invincible gauge?
No.
No.
It's actually
actually
we
not
actually
worth
determined
it.
it wasn't worth it.
Oh.
There is a thing we can do where if I downed myself and he started rezzing me and then I kicked him from the game, I'd be invincible for the rest of the game. Basically, it would consider me as constantly getting up from second wind, and that would mean I'd never be able to go down.
All right. Good connection.
Are you in?
Hold up. One clap.
No, didn't get it.
Thank you. You guys are so cooperative. Thank you.
Off sync.
Really appreciate it.
I got
claps
it.
are there.
Cool.
All right.
The claps are there. At least.
So,
I did stupid.
did you not buy it?
I did not buy it.
Okay. Then we're gonna have to save it again, right?
What?
Save
Yeah, we're
quit.
gonna have to save quit again. Let me check. I actually didn't check my shop.
Hey, we'll get another try at the clap.
Whoops. I actually just want you guys to clap more. That's why I messed that up.
So do we get to count down this time?
Yeah, go for it. You can count it down the next time I say it's a good connection.
All right.
So fortunately, we also have a backup. This can literally take forever for us to get the right gear that we need.
It can be impossible.
Yeah, it could technically be impossible. The record's like an hour and a half nonstop.
Yeah, on stream, someone tried it for an hour and a half and then just gave up.
Come on. All right, we're good.
3, 2, 1.
I got a nothing.
You got
We
a
were
nothing?
using each other's hands, by
That's
the way.
not a something.
Well, I agree.
Just like our guys run.
No.
So is this what we usually call bad RNG?
Yeah.
This is actually kind of average RNG for us. It usually takes us between 1 and 4 tries.
Unless you're all quests.
I mean, the thing is, we got it first try. I was just stupid and sold the wrong gun.
I can't wait to watch the VOD.
Yeah, me neither. I had a 33 coach. That's really depressing.
You can
okay,
tell I
we're
got a
gonna-
connection because I have a sound of my shield filling up. You can't hear it, but that's what.
We're going to get a quad right here.
3,
I'm telling you.
2, 1. Hey. That's kind of sync.
That's not a quad.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Good job.
Getting better.
No.
All right. I just wanted to show off my achievements right there. So we'll go for 2 more tries, and if we miss it, we'll use the marathon backup.
Isn't that like cheating?
Define cheating.
Yeah, define cheating.
Your free scroll mouse.
Glitch less.
Glitchless. Reportaling.
Excuse you.
I can't get kicked off your couch now.
It's actually a pretty common question among new runners in the community. Oh, why don't we do glitchless? Glitchless is really, really bad. It's a really bad game. First, we'd have to define what a glitch is in this game.
This
which
whole game is a glitch.
Kind of like arbitrary.
If you play Salvador, he's literally a walking glitch.
Yeah. Salvador is a glitch.
Got it.
Come on,
Cool.
Kona.
Okay.
You didn't even
I'm gonna
clap.
buy a Sidhu.
Cool. Dupe's off. All right, so now it's time to break this game.
Oh, yeah, we didn't count down.
So I duped a 3, 2, 1, clap. Thank you.
Thanks,
You're
Shock.
welcome. Thanks, Shock.
So we're gonna do a trick called infinite ammo.
Wait, what's the size of the mag?
It's 2.
Okay, good.
We're gonna do a trick called infinite ammo. The Vladoff rocket launcher has.
I need a launcher.
I thought I dropped it. Sorry. There you go. Good.
Yep.
All right. It has a concept of a free shot. When you equip it, and then your second bullet will be free, and then every third shot after that will be free as well, as in it will not cost you anything, or -1 ammo consumed. They forgot, unfortunately, to check if you swap weapons when you have the free shot on.
Rude.
So if you get the free shot, swap it off and swap it back repeatedly, you can stack that negative shot repeatedly, and this happens. So
Yeah,
I
it's
have
kind of
infinite ammo. And we're both going to have infinite ammo. And this is what we're going to use for the rest of the run. Not this gun, but this entire trick. This is
I have your
basically what makes this
sniper,
this basically makes this possible.
Exclamation point headphones.
Yeah.
yeah.
The game audio
So
just got louder.
this part is really loud for some reason. I'm really sorry to everybody. So he showed off what happens if you have infinite ammo. This is what happens if you have infinite ammo with a free scroll wheel.
That happens. He's shooting so fast that sometimes the game will just not play the sound of shooting. I also just went out of bounds and just skipped the level. That's normal.
Nothing big.
Yeah. It's slightly finicky. I can soft plug by going in the wrong area, but other than that, it's...
That makes certain bounds.
Yeah, now I'm back.
So another important
Ball
thing
touch.
is that Gage kind of
Good to
has an
finally meet
aimbot
you in
skill.
person. Hell of a job
She
fighting
doesn't
through those
have to
bloodshots.
aim at all. Every bullet she shoots has a up to 50% chance to ricochet toward an enemy. So that's why I was aiming at the ceiling. Every enemy has a crit spot on their body that does like triple damage or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And human enemies, it happens to be their head. So if I aim at the ceiling, it ricochets towards their center of their mass, which is through their head, and then they die.
Yeah, he literally doesn't have to aim for the rest of the run. He can just flick and just kind of look around everywhere and things will die.
Yeah. It does
thank
take
God for
actually
aiming.
a little bit of skill to aim properly. My finger was on the wrong key there.
So I'm going to just get a little bit of critical damage because, again, all my critical damage was reset from save quitting, including my speed. So I'm getting as much back of it as I can because there's a boss at the end of this section. For a while, we'll have a lot of like mini bosses, and then we're gonna have like one bigger boss. So yeah, this is Borderlands speedruns.
I actually just like can't hear anything when I'm firing.
That's new.
Yeah.
So there's some fun movement here that I can do. If you like fast movement and reacting to stuff really quickly on the fly, this is a level for you. If you want to watch my screen.
Shock, is the audio loud for you?
I feel like cranked up super loud for all of us.
I think the audio man actually just walked away. I was going to ask him to turn down my game a little bit more.
All right, you can die. Cool.
So this is like one of the last death warps I'm going to do in the game because past here, it's better for us to just split up rather than me death warp to where he is. But right here, it's faster for me to help do this fight.
That was also a boss.
Yeah. The bosses are kind of jokes in general, but they're also like bigger jokes in a speedrun.
Gee, I wonder why.
It's almost like the developers didn't see the crit damage coming.
It's almost like the developers didn't see you having 15 sniper rifles in your hand at once.
I mean, you don't hold 15 snipers in your hand when you
I can
play.
barely hold like a pistol. So
Let's do another travel abuse here. And I'm just going to increase my speed a little bit. All right, and then I'm going to grab 2 more quests under dialogue because we're going to use them for quest skipping later.
So I'm actually just going to take off my headset because it means I can hear everything better.
then you can't hear us.
Am I still hearable on stream like this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
okay,
hear you.
cool.
Yeah.
This is how I'm going to do the rest of the
I
run.
don't think you can hear us, actually. Amy, can you hear us?
Now I can.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, how you doing?
This is a gun that is shooting currently. I mentioned I got a class mod earlier called a punk. That's actually really beneficial because it ups my fire rate. And anything Gage can do to increase her fire rate is great because the Gage player in this run is using a free scroll mouse, and so I'm always going to be like free scroll shooting.
Amy, you're kind of breathing into your mic and like.
Yeah, the pop filter's at a weird
I
angle.
will try not to breathe.
That's just the solution, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is
Just trying to angle the pop filter towards your mouth a little more.
Lungs low percent.
I don't know where the pop filter is.
Is there one?
Is this better?
Try pronouncing a word with a P.
Pop.
It's better.
Yeah, better.
Okay.
So angry.
Dude, soda pop.
This video is going to be hilarious.
All right, and so what I did with Ellie earlier, I could have done a trick where I triggered her dialogue earlier, but funnier stuff is better. Here I can do a trick called Early Tina, like that.
Got it.
Yep. That's actually a little finicky to get. You have to run at her full speed and then talk to her before the cutscene starts, because now you can see on my screen and his screen the subtitles are playing, and the quest is basically progressing in the background while we're watching this cutscene. And I don't have to wait as long after this cutscene to pick up this quest. This quest is very vital to us.
This quest can give us some really nice stuff.
That'll do it.
And the reason Early Tina is hard is because she's actually at an angle down the slope. And Shock is obviously moving at like the speed of sound, and so flying off a slope actually just makes him fly through the air really quickly.
Shock is a speed boy.
Alright, got him.
All right, cool.
Good.
So we also did a thing there where we managed to pick up that one quest and then did all the objectives of the story quest underneath that quest dialogue, so we just skipped Tina and basically just got her to be quiet the whole time.
Okay, one-armed bandit. This guy gives a bunch of experience.
Yeah, like
and
that.
Okay, so we're going to be ending this run at level 20. If you've played Borderlands before, you know you're supposed to end the game around level 31 or 32. So that's a pretty significant damage drop-off. I looked at the numbers like a couple days ago, and it's like 70% less damage when it's more than 10 levels apart. So we're going to be doing just no damage at all to the final boss. But it's okay because he does 8 billion damage.
Yeah, I mean, just be aware that like that number also affects how much crit damage I do, because it changes your base number, your base damage, before applying any sort of critical damage. So I also do an insanely amount of reduced damage. All right, so I can go flying off the ladder if I don't look that way and then tap W. It's just a side effect of going too fast. I get off the ladder and immediately all the speed that I had just goes directly forward, unless I look sideways to the left and then tap W. Alright, so he's also doing this side quest because it has a chance of dropping a blue shotgun.
Yeah, okay, it always drops a blue shotgun. It has a chance of being a blue Jacobs. And I got a nothing.
I love nothing.
If it's literally not a Jacobs, it's not worth it.
Yeah, so the reason we picked... Oh, nice, coach, let's go.
Okay, good.
Alright, good RNG.
Plus RNG.
There's a concept in this game of early, middle, and late game shotguns.
It's 76, that's late game.
That's a late game shotgun. Anything above like 70 is late game. Below 60 is mid game, and then below like 30 is early game.
Yeah, so we did fail to mention, the reason we chose Jacob shotguns is because they fire as fast as you can pull the trigger. So
yeah, you can see on the card here it says fires as fast as you can pull the trigger.
Yeah, and they have a really high fire rate, so we can literally just shoot this as fast as I can click.
As fast as he can click and I can scroll. My scrolling fire rate actually is capped by the game at a certain point. But that's so far beyond like any human ability to click that that's why it's so worth it to use a free scroll mouse.
Yep. So we actually didn't travel to the quest objective. We traveled over here to save just a few seconds because the quest objective actually is not in the center of the city. It's off to the side, like near this gate. So it's faster for us to travel here and then run to the gate.
Yeah. And remember, I have your sniper. I'm actually going to drop it here for you.
The Vladoff one?
Yeah.
I got a better one.
Got a better one? Okay, never mind. I'm just going to throw this out of my inventory then.
I thought I told you that.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
I don't need your charity anymore.
Hey, Shock, you told him.
Oh, I did?
Just so you know.
Oh, dude, thanks.
Thanks, Ace. What a great guy.
You're just
Looking out for you.
Maybe Shock told Ace, but not Amy.
I dropped the coach, by the way, right here.
Yeah, by the pole or whatever.
Whoops.
Thanks.
I attempted a tutorial dialogue skip, but unfortunately did not get the timing right, so we'll just have to waste this dialogue for a little bit. Can you hit the first thing for me?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, the reason I didn't really care about audio is because, like, for the rest of the game, I could do it essentially deaf. I don't use audio cues for anything else. But it is sometimes useful to hear what's going on. Also, you can hear Scooter's dialogue, which is obviously the best dialogue in the game.
Obviously.
Scooter is a great character, and it's a shame that we don't hear him more often.
Yeah.
More often than that.
In the all-quest runs, we actually hear him a lot.
All right, so I'm going to do basically a glitch here. I'm going to get in the fast travel menu, and then I'm not
Good.
going to get out. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I have to wait to go into that objective until he gets into the fast travel. Otherwise, Lilith appears and then locks it out of the fast travel. So I'm going to get fast Lilith here because, you know, I said so.
You'll see on the top of my screen this little thing up here.
Lilith,
top.
please.
That's going to go away right now. I'm not supposed to be in this menu, but I can actually... Wow, she is just being mean. This is...
Yeah, so her animation is, like, really awful. Thanks, Lilith. You are the best. Okay.
So I'm going to teleport us out of here instead of walking through the door. This will save just a little bit of time here and there on that audio cue. And there's also supposed to be a cutscene here. It's like a minute and a half. You just watch Sanctuary take off and fly away. And yeah, we didn't see that.
Yeah, we don't care.
Yeah, we don't care. We just want to go fast.
No one cares about the story of this game.
Yeah.
I care about the story.
We actually,
are you
so
on this
there, we
couch?
watch
What's your time in this game?
3 cutscenes? 4. 4 cutscenes in total in this game.
Hey, you want a headset?
You got the coach, right, by the way?
Yes.
I was about to say, it's a little too late, but I hope that you got
Yes,
it.
I am actually going to make sure that I got the coach.
All right, so we're going to complete this quest, and then I'm just going to do some more damage because I will never be overstacked in terms of damage for this run. I'm going to throw that guy over there.
So now Gage gets to do some really stupidly broken things. I spec'd him into a skill called Buck Up there, which is a skill that makes Death Trap recharge a portion of your shields whenever your shields are low. What the developers forgot to check was essentially when you leave an area, a kill trigger is placed on everything. That includes Death Trap, but that doesn't include any effects Death Trap is generating. So you see my screen is a little blue there. My shields now constantly regenerate forever. I got an 86 amp, by the way.
Nice. All right, I'm not going to look then.
I'll
yeah,
check for a turtle. Hang on.
I already have one.
You have one?
I have
Okay,
one.
cool.
Wow, I just bounced. Yeah, so there's a concept also on shields where there's a delay on your shield.
Yeah,
That's
there's,
gone.
There's a recharge delay and there's a recharge amount. Both of those are, there is no recharge delay anymore on my shields, and the amount recharged is huge.
Yeah.
So
You just have to
I'm going to
stack Buck Up
use...
for a while.
Sorry, what?
What, sorry? Rel.
Oh, you just gotta stack Buck Up for a while, then it's just like you're invincible, basically.
Yeah, there is a limit on the amount of buck up that I can actually stack, but that's not really feasible to hit in an 80% run.
Yeah, essentially, the cap is that he would have a shield, use an amp shield, which drains shields when he shoots for extra damage. It would drain his shield, and then literally the next game tick refill itself. And that's, at that point, I'm not going to do that thing where I drop my gun.
Okay. Apparently
Can I,
didn't jump there.
Apparently there's just not a marathon run where I can't just drop my shotgun randomly.
You probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, please don't drop your shotgun.
It's kind of slow.
So the reason I use amp shields and is also part of the reason we're running on 1.1. This run is also doable on patch 1.3, but it's a lot slower because amp shields on 1.1 don't split the damage between every pellet of your shotgun. They add it to every pellet of your shotgun. So like this coach right now is a 34 by 13. With that amp shield I picked up, it adds like 86 damage to every pellet, so it's 86 times 13 extra damage. And I actually didn't die there, which is really cool.
That sounds a little busted to me.
Yeah, this is how fast my shield recharges, and it's only going to get faster.
Yep. He thinks that the game thinks that Death Trap is bucking him up several times constantly.
Yeah, like there's like 2 or 3 death traps bucking me up constantly.
Kind of like the concept of having multiple snipers in your hand. At
Yeah,
one time.
exactly.
Yeah.
We're stacking things that shouldn't be stacked, or even there in the first place. So we're gonna do an auto-scroller skip essentially. There are some quests in this game. You'll be fine. There's some quests in this game that are auto-scrollers or that are like failable if you kill something too fast or don't do it well enough. This is one of them. You're supposed to defend this beacon in this town. It's an auto-scroller. It takes about 5 minutes, and it's very easy to mess it up in the speedrun sense because of these weird timers that go on in the background. Go. So we're going to fail this objective 8 times really quickly. If you fail it 8 times, the game's just like, yeah, whatever, you're fine, and just completes the quest for you, because this is one of the ones where they don't want players to get locked behind this barrier for a quest, so they just complete it for you if you just basically suck so much at this game. Go.
There's a couple where it'll do this. There's Pardon Wildlife Exploitation Preserve, where you have to kill a bunch of loaders. That also has a failsafe, and I'm sure a bunch of people actually managed to trip that on the 3rd difficulty, because you just do so much damage at that point, it's impossible to just wound the loaders and not kill them. We're going to wound them because it's quick.
Yeah, go.
I have to hit E like a bunch of times for this to actually work. So as long as we see the checkbox appear, that means we got it. We don't have to wait for it to go over to the repair the beacon thing.
Yeah. If you have any donations, by the way, you can read it now. There's nothing going on here for the
It's
next
like 2 minutes of nothing.
I do want to let you guys know that we did meet the
Redo it. Redo it.
the Face McShooty donation.
Oh,
Excellent.
nice. Best quest in the game.
I guess we can do that during the run as well.
It's super hard.
Sure.
Super far behind.
And we have an anonymous $58 donation. And we have another anonymous donation of $10. Shout out to Tespa Carlton. I believe it's for the Smash stream. That's about it.
Go.
Went a little bit early there. Whoops.
So this is unfortunately one of the more boring parts of the run. This was actually discovered recently between AGDQ and now. We did this run at AGDQ back in January. It was found just a little bit afterwards. It was incorporated into a UVHM, which is the hardest difficulty. Go. Run. And no one ever thought of incorporating it in normal mode until, like, a couple months ago. Or a few months ago.
So it was actually found and then incorporated pretty much right away into UVHM. And we thought it wasn't feasible in normal because it loses so much experience. But
go.
Am I supposed to say
with
something?
a little bit of an experience route, we made it work.
All right, can I get, like, everyone's participation in a second? There's a character in here called Steve. He says heyo when I talk to him.
I'm actually going to wait on this travel.
Can you guys say heyo when I talk to him?
No.
So, like...
Heyo.
You actually got the buck up there.
All right, cool. So that's Overlook Skip. Again, we didn't have to do anything. Nothing good in the shop.
It's faster in-game and real-time, even though it's like it intuitively feels a lot slower, but it's faster.
Congrats on sucking so bad the game progressed for you.
That's actually literally what we did. We sucked so bad that the game was like, okay, you can continue.
The problem of skipping all that is they don't get any of the EXP that they would normally get, so they're lower level, which makes it harder to fight bosses.
Oh, that's good. Nope. Oh, wait, I'm fine on health. I thought I was going to die for a second because I had 10 health. So we're going to grab a bunch of quests under dialogue here because this is the best time to grab them. I'll tell you when. That was 3 quests right there. I'll tell you when. Whoops, I suck at running. That should be fine.
I'll retravel.
Yep. So that's 3 quests right there. So now we have like 8 quests that we can just use to just skip dialogue whenever we feel like.
Yeah.
Who needs dialogue?
Exactly. Just like the. Ooh, that's really pretty, but I can't afford it.
Dude, you're broke.
If only you could dupe stuff.
So just like before, with Claptrap's tutorial dialogue, main quest dialogue is incredibly strong and really can't be overwritten by much. So
Except for Claptrap.
Except for Claptrap. Claptrap can
Claptrap.
overwrite the main story dialogue.
Claptrap does not know how to shut up.
He should literally not overwrite anything.
He shouldn't exist. Can we delete Claptrap from this game?
You probably could, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to play GoldenEye here and not look at any of the enemies.
There's a neat skip called Hey Skip there. You go talk to Mordecai before Roland finishes talking, and then you talk to Mordecai, run away, and come back.
There we go.
And he will just skip dialogue.
So we layered something else on top of that called Skull Skip, where Claptrap tells us about skull enemies, which are really strong, and that instantly skips Mordecai's dialogue and brings up the Wound the Loaders dialogue.
Yeah, I got to be careful to not kill these guys. This is one that has a fail-safe, but we would also not like to trigger it, just because it's way slower for me to do that, and I got it, so yay me.
Those enemies' crit spots are in their like arms and legs, like their hips and shoulder joints.
Yeah, it's right where it connects, like here.
Let me know.
So that's why Shock just rams his face
When
into them.
Tans talks.
And also their eyes, right?
Yeah,
Now.
that's not important.
All right, so we're skipping that dialogue, so this door opens. Go.
So
192?
Yeah, this is better if you can afford it.
Negative, actually.
Don't worry about it then.
There's some exciting
So this is another Death Warp, but I managed to keep all of my Anarchy there. Normally I'd lose my Anarchy. Oh, I found Timon and Pumbaa.
Oh, nice. That's
This is
XP.
good. So this is a ton of experience. Wait, I accidentally said the correct name. Sorry. Stupid.
The Lion King references, if you didn't get it.
Yeah.
They're
So-
Pomone and Toomba, respectively.
Normally when I die as Gage, you're supposed to lose all of your Anarchy stacks, but if you skip the actual death animation, you don't lose them. So I just jumped into the water there, and that skips the death animation.
Can I hold you up like Simba?
What, sorry?
I was asking Ace if I could hold him up like Simba.
If you can hold me up, go for it.
Oh, God.
I don't want to.
What is... I'm like
Focus on
scared
the
for your
speed run.
safety.
I was concerned what was going on. I was like, if I'm gonna get hit in the head by Ace.
Actually, are you using that shotgun right now? Can I?
No.
Let me take it so I can just dupe it.
Yeah, hang on.
Boss.
There you go. I'll kill everything. Yeah, so I have enough damage to kill everything, but Shock just kills it like ludicrously faster.
All right, I can one-shot this guy if I get as many
Did you,
pellets into his
dupe
crit
it?
spot. Nope. I was trying to get as many pellets into his crit spot as I could, because I can one-shot him, but unfortunately it wasn't lucky enough.
Get good.
I'll dupe it in the arena and I'll drop it for you there.
Okay, cool.
So this is one reason why mass duping is like insanely useful. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this shotgun right now. We would have it in a later section.
Yeah, we'd have to dual dupe for it, which the runs used to do, and it's incredibly slow.
Yep. All right. So this is Bloodwing skip, by the way.
This, in my opinion, is the hardest skip for the Gage player to do.
So I'm not supposed to be here. This door, yeah, good joke. Doesn't exist. This wall, by the way, yeah, it also does not exist. So I can just jump right here, and I can trigger this cutscene from out of bounds.
Why is it called Bloodwing skip if you don't actually skip Bloodwing?
Because Bloodwing's the boss.
Shut up.
Yeah. We didn't name the skips. We weren't around when they were named.
I mean, we named a couple of skips, but
Yeah.
What's a skip you named, Amy?
Roland skip.
Customization station skip. was the one
Well, I
found.
didn't name that one.
I named that one.
That's a dumb name for a skip.
I named Moonwalk, I think.
I
Like
did
people
get
knew
that
it existed, but it wasn't like super helpful.
Alright, so I got this gun duped for you. I'm going to drop it in the arena.
Thanks, man. Really helps me out.
Alright, that's in the arena.
Cool. Alright. So I'm gonna do the same thing he did. And
Actually, this is like way harder for Gage, by the way.
Yeah,
What
so-
I did was super easy. This is like really hard for him.
What's sad is that jump I missed actually isn't the hard part. The hard part is coming up.
You're not supposed to say that. Just let him.
I
believe
mean,
it's hard.
everything in this game is frame perfect. I'm a god.
Amy is basically just a task right now.
Oh my
yeah.
God! Nice job, Amy.
Human test. Thank you guys.
He's got 2 more jumps. One is not like super hard, and then the next one is actually like really easy to mess up.
Yeah, if I mess it up, we lose like a minute. So this isn't solid, so I jump over it. This wall is solid, so I line up here and kind of J-jump into this pipe.
Nice.
That's
good job.
hard.
Yeah. 1 clap, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, you find the coach gun?
Yeah, I'm good to go. I'm good on
Clap and
microchip.
sync.
All right, you good?
Yeah. So this is Bloodwing. She's fine. She's just gonna like hang out there, and nothing's wrong with her at all.
Actually, by the way, find me a sniper if you do see one. I know it's like late, but
Okay.
just in case you do see one. Cool, and we're gonna actually, for once, get Claptrap to shut up.
So,
Hey.
okay, Claptrap felt like being quiet. Sometimes he just doesn't get skipped by that dialogue, and we don't really know why. I'm gonna retravel. Shock's gonna pick up a bunch of quests here.
The more quests, the better.
Yeah.
We won't use them until this section of the game, so we're basically just stockpiling at this point. So that way, later in the game, when we don't really have time to pick up quests, we can actually just use them now.
Yeah. So I bought a bunch of grenades there because I am going to be doing another Death Warp. This one is actually a little bit harder to set up because I don't have a good way of easily downing myself. So I figured out that if you do
Fish.
3 grenade jumps off the edge, you down yourself, skip the death animation, and respawn with all of your Anarchy.
So
That's-
for Face McShooty, are we gonna do maybe like a 5-player 1 controller sort of thing?
What now?
5-player controller, Face McShooty.
We could. I mean,
I'll get W.
we'll figure it out when we get there. All right, so this is just a giant wave fight. You got to just kill everything as fast as possible, just spawn the next wave, and then so on and so forth. There's some enemies that like to be mean and get stuck in the back. Let's see if they...
I'll get up there.
Oh, that should help you. That guy's dead, and this guy is dead.
Okay.
Oh,
so you're like kind of not really supposed to be up here.
I mean, it opens the door for you later.
Yeah, it opens the door for you at the end, but you're not really supposed to be up here like while the fight is going on. But a bit of creative jumping gets you up there.
I'm just speccing into gun damage right now, because anything to increase my base damage will also dramatically increase my critical hit damage.
And that's actually kind of beneficial that I went into Fight for Your Life there. When you get up from Fight for Your Life, you do 50% extra damage for 30 seconds. And so sometimes when enemies down me, I'm like, thank you, because it let me kill you easier. Gotta remember not to tab out.
Don't tab, please.
I keep forgetting. I'm like, yeah, let me check Discord. Oh, I
can
tab
check
out, I
Discord
should
for you.
Steam.
So what you want?
Alright, so I'm going to hand this thing to Brick, and then he's instantly going to kill Brick's friend.
Rack.
Whoops.
That works too.
I used Overlooked, whatever.
That's fine.
Alright, I'll use Rackaholics.
No, use all of Lilith's first. There's like a route to using the quests because eventually some of them will get locked, so we want to use the ones early.
And then I'll use Rackaholics.
Yeah, so Mine on Mine, Cult Following, and In Memoriam. You should use all three of those. So we're skipping selective dialogue lines here, which just happens to be the longest lines here.
Yeah. It's really like boring to watch, but it saves an incredible amount of time. It's probably like a 1 or 2 minutes saved.
Oh yeah.
Like
So
total or just
we
then?
can probably just go ahead and do Face McShooty right here.
Yeah, we can do face McShooty. This is probably the best quest in the game.
All right, so Brick's gonna run off and like do things. We're gonna sit here and do this.
It has to happen. Facey, face, face, face. Tired of waiting. No more waiting. Need a face shot. Boom. Squish. Yay.
What does he want?
In the face. Shoot me in the face.
I think he wants to play Smash Bros.
Shoot me in the face. Face, face,
Okay,
I
all
think
right.
he's in the wrong spot for this then.
Yeah.
All right, that's not the face. Try again. No, okay. This toe?
I have a sniper. Hold up. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Here? Oh, he moved. He moved,
He
dude.
moved. Oh. Okay, that wasn't what he wanted.
Nope, wasn't the pinky
I
finger.
want to point out, he has like an 8-pack. So like a guy named Face McShooty, he's incredibly ripped.
This is actually part of the run. It's a RNG manipulation for
Oh
later
no,
in the
it's like Skyrim. You gotta shoot him in the knee.
Oh, yeah, okay.
game. Oh man, old memes.
Nope.
Come on, man.
Apparently.
Try, all right, try
Oh, he's
like
on fire, and that's not doing it.
MLG
Grenade?
like crit, like, hang on.
Uh,
I forgot my shoot to scroll
he's
down.
not moving, actually.
And 360. Oh, I actually hit him. Nice.
Nice.
Apparently he didn't want.
Let's go!
So you kill Face McShooty, he says thank you, and then you just leave him alone.
I didn't expect to hit that.
Now do it in Counter-Strike.
So
No.
Face McShooty is actually hilarious, and if you talk to the developers of the game, he was one of the hardest quests to write in terms of coding
Level 20 mecha.
because he has so many places that you can shoot, and they shouldn't do damage to him, and only one place that you can shoot and will kill him.
I'm still surprised I just 360 no-scoped face for shooting.
That was legendary.
Impressed, dude. But and
Someone clip that.
conversely, the writers of the game said Face McShooty was hilarious to write because they just wrote whatever they wanted, and if it sounded really stupid, they were like, okay, this goes with the...
This is also another really boring section. I almost died. If you also have more donations, feel free to read them here.
If not, we can just keep talking about, like,
Memes.
how this game is kind of broken.
We've got a $15 donation from Lady Cyndaquil, but where is
Hey!
Gunpile?
Hey!
Love Cinda.
Where's Gunpile?
Thanks, babe.
Working on it, actually. I can do that here.
Oh. So these
Somebody,
mortars can absolutely murder us because we don't have enough health to survive a hit from them. So we're literally just going to be trying to dodge mortars for the rest of the game.
Somebody clip Shock's no-scope and send it to @BuffettTime.
Alright, so if he touches the beacon, Brick should keep moving, but there's this mortar in his way. Brick, hello?
I'm like literally on top of it.
Brick is,
Is he stuck?
I really hope he's not.
I mean, we can just travel out and travel back now. It should fix it.
Should.
Have you tried shooting more stuff?
Brick, do you want to like... This is really strange that he's not
Keep
moving.
yelling at us, but this doesn't help much.
See if I can put a turret under him. Do you want to try traveling to fix?
There
Oh,
we
he's
go.
moving.
Hey!
Hey!
Hey.
The turret
That
fixes
was
all.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so that was a mortar. Just came down and shot me.
That is also... That's our marathon. This has never happened before. Haha.
We've had that happen precisely once, and he didn't get stuck for that long.
Well, at least in a marathon run. You can also, fun fact, you can completely break a save file in this location twice.
This game is very poorly, like.
Well, those aren't soft
Protected.
locks. Those are hard locks. The file will be
Yeah.
literally uncompletable. If you do something weird about killing stuff too fast immediately out of the fight arena, you can
F1.
get bricks stuck. And then there's another section, we'll come back for that later, where if you just kill something too fast, the objective will never be fixed, and you'll have to fix it with a third-party tool. All right, grabbing that one.
Okay. So this is Opportunity. Opportunity is one of the fastest splits in the game. It takes about a minute and a half if we're doing it like fully cocked at, max speed. There's not really that much to it. There's quite a bit in like casual play, but here we're gonna go hit a couple of buttons, kill a couple guys, and then just leave immediately.
All right,
I'm gonna
cool.
try to save a couple nades here for upcoming skips.
Grab this one, and then I gotta hit this button twice, so that way he can hit his button.
I hit my button.
And then once I hit my button, he can re-hit his button, and I can re-hit my button.
It's great. Buttons are cool and fun things to play audio with.
All these dialogues for these buttons have the same priority, so you can just skip one by playing another one, because it just, if the priorities are the same, it just deletes that line and just plays the other one.
The audio that plays here is actually really good.
Hey, kids.
Hey, kids.
Heyo.
So I actually failed a jump there to go a little faster, and that was because I got shot, because getting shot counts as being in the air for some reason. It's,
It gives you a slight amount of knockback, and that could actually become a problem for me later for a different skip. That should be fine. Yeah.
Taking shit
so that's Opportunity. In and out real quick.
We gotta include Coda somehow.
All right, so there's like a really long dialogue line that plays
Sure you
here
don't wanna get on the
that we're
couch?
going to just skip. And the only way to skip it is by traveling out and traveling back.
We're real nice people. We really love hearing the main characters talk and, stuff. So they're going to tell us about how important it is that, this is the final fight. This is where we take down
I
Jack.
didn't kill him.
We just leave.
I tried to go kill the first boss of the game again. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to. All right, go.
As someone who's on this couch only for the story, I'm like really disappointed right now.
You're a speedrunner.
It's okay.
Why do you
We
even
forgive
care
you,
about
Ace.
Story?
Very small optimization there. I talked to Claptrap and don't have the checkbox show up because he'll be slightly further up this hill right here. So right here, just talk to him. He's normally right there.
2 whole seconds.
Like 2 seconds. I did that accidentally again, and most of my skips in this game are just kind of found accidentally. Oh look, I got a Vlad off as my level 20 rocket launcher. Thanks.
Nice. I got a normal launcher.
Super useful.
So I'm jumping up the hill here because, again, jumping is like 5% faster or something.
The Steam server is actually causing more inventory lag than I'm used to. Normally I can equip things faster than I am normally doing, but just because of weird janky connections, it's a little bit different.
But LAN is literally cheating, so.
This is one of those, like, we'll make it work setups.
Yeah. All right, so this constructor, I can shoot through his shield and kill him. That's also not intentional. That's an off-host thing. You can just clip your hitbox through, and then you can just shoot your gun straight into his crit spot. Because the crit spot is not protected by the shield. Like, it's not a solid sphere. It's just a hollow sphere that protects it. And this is the enemy I cannot physically crit at all. It doesn't have a crit spot, so I just have to hope my base damage can carry me through, and I can
Which is why a
kill it.
77 damage shotgun is incredibly good for that, because if he has like a 40 damage shotgun, he's just not going to be able to kill it.
And that accuracy problem that I was talking about earlier, yes, it is currently hindering me a little bit. You can see my crosshair's really small, and then when I start shooting, my accuracy gets really fixed. That's just the side effect of the gun.
Yeah, if he stacks hard enough, he can actually just start firing out the back of his head, which is always really funny to watch.
Fun fact, the 2 turrets that Shock just killed are completely immune to explosives. So if you're running an explosive build, you're basically stuck there for...
Oh yeah, that is entirely true as well. They didn't really think about that very well. This is a level 25 enemy. I'm at level 16. Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, seems good.
I mean, yeah, sure. 1 clap for the boss kill.
Clap for how easy boss kills are in this game.
Oh, that was...
There we go.
Okay. That was a weird
Flat.
lag I had. I picked up an amp shield, though.
Okay. I mean, it's probably like level 21 at this point.
It's 24.
Yeah. So past here, we actually can't equip any of the gear we're going to get because we're way under level. We're never going to get on level enough to use any of this gear.
There's something like really exciting going on next door.
I know.
It's really funny to
Love
hear
hearing
random
hype.
screaming people just next to us while we do this.
Woo!
Woo!
Boss skips.
Heyo. Well, they're not boss skips, but
Might as well be skipped.
true.
Yeah. So these turrets are in a random spawn pattern. It's one of the few things that is like random about enemy spawns. So you do have to actually like adapt to this on the fly and then hope you get a good pattern.
I can get this one on the ring here.
Man, my accuracy is really...
Yeah, you get the one in the back. I'll get this
It's
one on
almost
the
as
ring.
bad as Amy's in Counter-Strike.
You just really like make fun of them in Counter-Strike, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, that's like...
I would never do such a thing.
Yeah, ever.
Nope. So fun thing also is host animation or off-host animations don't work sometimes. So you see like turrets just like spawning, and if I didn't look at them when they start spawning, it'll just like skip part of the animation and finish. All right, this one's on the wall.
Yeah, it might be facing away from us at this point.
Got it.
It was. Cool.
All right. This also might get a little loud. Sorry, it's out of our control. This is just an audio glitch that can happen. All right, I'm gonna throw.
Oh, okay.
So fun fact, again, cutscenes can be screwed with, so have some grenades. Okay,
Wait, why
thanks,
is Rick screaming? I've never heard that before.
What is that?
That's actually something I've never heard
That
seen
buzzer,
before.
that buzzer
That
just
buster
the bunker.
really wanted to be in the camera.
No, he is the bunker.
That's the bunker, actually.
What was that? All right, so bunker's pattern is random. Well, yeah, you just gotta
He
hope that
actually
it comes
got
in.
a really nice one.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes
pretty
he
good.
can like fly around for up to a minute, and we just can't do anything about it. But he came in and showed us his crit spot, which is really nice of him. Means we can kill him pretty much instantly.
Like
There we go.
that, and he is now dead.
Can we clap for bunker?
Sure, 1 clap for bunker.
Could we clap for my ears bleeding from the volume?
So bunker actually cycles based upon how many bullets are fired at him. So that's why we keep firing even after he's actually dead. Because right now he has 1 HP. He's one of the bosses in this game that has a death animation that's the same every time. So he's going to come right up here into the center. And I'm going to shoot through this tiny little gap and kill him. There we go. Got him.
He's gonna do a neat little out of bounds thing that saves a bunch of time.
Yeah, it saves like 20 seconds because we skip riding an elevator. So this is called the bunker dunk. If I get this, it's cool. Looks really nice.
If you get it, I'll donate $50.
What's that?
All right.
Hell yeah.
Got it.
Well,
I'll do it later.
you got a phone right there. You've been on it the whole.
me know when you
you've
open
been on
the,
it the whole time.
Wow, rude.
You know what, Ace? No, you.
All right. So that skipped riding
Screaming
the
people are
elevator,
not gonna
and I
get
hit
old.
the end thing.
This room is scary. We're just gonna leave.
Oh.
It's too spooky, so we just we're out of there.
Yeah. So there's a cutscene
All right,
that normally
apparently
plays that
hitting
introduces
E.
Angel, who's been the one in the top of our screen the entire time. You can just skip it by traveling out fast. And then there's a neat little dialogue we'll just listen
All right.
to.
Those robots have great bodies.
Angel's voice line's different than I remember.
Is Scooter the next Siren?
That's our favorite quest line to hear in this entire run, so we just love listening to it. But what we did is we played that quest before.
Dude, that was sick.
That guy was breakdancing.
Moves.
We played that quest before starting the objective, and the game just overwrote it with.
Oh wait, I need to
overwrote the story quest with that side quest dialogue instead. Okay, thanks. So it skipped like 30 seconds of waiting around. This is also a 6-minute auto-scroller. The only thing we can do to speed it up is skip dialogue and kill stuff. There's nothing else we can do though in the meantime.
So in other words, it's thrilling.
This is the second auto-scroller we were talking about.
This is really cool and fun and interactive gameplay to watch.
Yeah, so again, if you have more donations, this would be the ideal time to read them.
This is a skip, right?
Oh yeah, here. Tell me when.
No.
Oh, no.
Okay, well we can take some time to talk about our sponsors for the event. 2GG hosts elite monthly tournaments here in SoCal to bring Smash to the next level. For their next saga, they're giving away a Nintendo Switch with Fire Emblem Warriors at 2ggaming.com/giveaway. Register for the saga at smash.gg/FESaga. And the Fuse Circuit is the official double circuit for Super Smash Bros. Melee and Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. Smash Record is proud to be a part of the circuit that runs throughout the year at different Smash majors.
Also, there's a bounty on finding a skip for this, isn't there?
Oh yeah, I have a $150 bounty out on if you find any way to skip any of these injectors, you get $50 per injector. Yeah, without cheating, that should be said. It has to be done in-game. You can't just use cheat engine to get past that and go, all right, I did it, $50.
Speaking of which, there actually is something funny you can do. You can travel out, which resets the progress of the quest all the way back to square one, except for the off-host. The off-host's injector counter doesn't get reset to 0, so you can just keep escalating that number higher, 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 and higher. I've gotten it up to 9 before I stopped going because it got ridiculous at that point, so it said 9 out of 3 injectors, 9 out of 3 injectors done. We haven't tried host swapping after that point, but it's just like weird.
Probably nothing would happen because the main quest of this game is really well programmed. For air quotes around really well. We haven't found a way to like skip any quests or break anything. If we did, it would save minutes, but it might also not because we'd be losing out on a lot of experience.
Yeah, and there's like a couple fast ways you can get experience, but then it would turn into a Borderlands 1-esque run, which just involves a lot of farming, and it's not really that. Not only for this game, it wouldn't be that, I guess, enjoyable.
I mean, this is basically farming, isn't it?
Yeah, dude.
Basically. I mean, Roland takes 8 years to do anything, so we just kind of, wander around.
I think my accuracy is getting fixed by this sniper. We'll see, though.
Well, did you check its parts?
The parts seem good.
Okay. I got this guy, don't worry about it.
If you have any more donations, feel free to go for it.
I'll take that as no donations.
This is an interesting quest skip that you can do. We're just gonna have Roland talk to us, and it just skips the dialogue.
Yeah, you can actually see his mouth moving, and that's not normally something that ever happens in game because Roland is never near you to announce that quest. You get that off a board. It's cool that they did program it in that like Roland is the original speaker and not an echo. I guess one thing that we could mention is the builds we're going for. So I put 1 point into Anarchy, which obviously helps me do a lot of damage. Close Enough, which helps me ricochet bullets. Buck Up, which is a glitch. Cookie Up Trouble, regens health.
Not the actual skill description, just this is a glitch.
And then Unstoppable Force makes me run faster when I kill things.
I mean, he explained Buck Up earlier.
Beneficial.
Yeah, he did. So. Did I accidentally? No, okay, cool. Oh, Lilith is doing that thing where she just doesn't stand next to him.
Yeah, she's going to disappear from right there.
Yeah, that's fine.
And actually, when she spawns now, what that means is she's going to moonwalk all over the place. So I'll see if I can like get a good camera angle on that because it's going to be hilarious.
Oh man, that turret hurts.
Shoot it.
I can't.
You have a gun. Point the gun at the thing and pull the trigger.
All right, so this is a set of 2. So there's a nice dialogue skip we can do here that skips 2 lines at the same time. Alright, it's over here. It's a badass.
Okay.
So I guess tell me after you pull the trigger.
Get ready now.
Got it. Cool. And bad.
Bad low. So, Angel can be spawning an ammo box when we finish this. That means it was quote-unquote bad Angel because she wastes about 15 seconds. She has to go back to the center and then fall out of her iridium injector. So, Lilith might do some cool stuff here. Ah, man. Oh, there she goes.
Yeah, she's just going to be like completely the wrong spot.
Yeah.
I'm resetting up infinite ammo because I'm going to do my only death warp in the run.
Yeah. You can kind of block Lilith from doing anything, so when you get bored. So this is Skrillex. Rip Skrillex.
He's traveling.
Lilith is just
She jumped more than
Oh, that was bad. Let me redo that.
Whew, I'm glad I didn't turn that in.
All right, so that is a huge cutscene skip as well.
Yeah, I wait. What do you mean cutscene skip? Roland's fine. He's
Oh,
just,
yeah, sorry.
He's just hanging out there. There's
So-
nothing wrong with him at all.
I'm dying here because there's no death point that locks us to this bottom of the elevator. Technically, the elevator's actually locked and closed off. If you go to the top, there's like tape over the door that prevents you from going in here. So if you die, it just teleports you to the fast travel station because the fast travel is the default location that's open when you come back into this map.
Yeah, this is actually a skip I discovered, and it would not work if there was a fast travel at the bottom of the map. It saves 40-something seconds.
Yeah. Combined Angel and Roland skip, it saves like a minute and a half. I'll tell you when to go. Now.
I can't wait to celebrate this nice victory with Roland and Bloodwing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're totally fine.
They're going to be at the final party. They're just, waiting in the Preserve and Angel, respectively.
That's good.
Yeah, they're
'cause
just
those are
getting,
my
they're getting
favorite
the party
characters.
favors. They'll be there.
Yeah.
They're my favorite characters. I hope nothing bad happens to them.
So Ellie actually has no collision, so you can just kind of drive a car into her. And she just, like, hangs out with you.
Put her in the back.
Does she fit in there?
Wow. That's rude.
It's your head just, like, poking through the car. So the car is actually important for this part. We split up right here, and we go to the next two areas basically simultaneously.
Yeah, the quest objective has me go touch a bridge, and then we have to go to a different area to go blow up the bridge. Oh, we got King Mong. Darn. It's just a random enemy spawn. He gives a lot of XP. I'm going to go hit a trigger, and he's just going to go to the next travel destination.
Yeah. With Pomona and Tomb, our experience is actually pretty much on track. We usually hit level 19 about at the end of Sawtooth Cauldron, and we look like we're on track for that. So
skip that.
I just did what's called like a car exit glitch. I don't think we have a really official name for it. If you get out of a car while it's in midair, it entirely skips the animation of you getting out of the car. So, speed. Saves a couple of seconds every time I do it.
All right, so there's also a very finicky dialogue sequence that we can do here. If we hit this button and kill some enemies in a certain time frame after I do this quest swap right here, we can actually overlap some dialogue in a different way that we're not supposed to. You got two.
I got two ambushes.
Got it.
If you kill the ambushes fast enough, they just keep coming through your door, right, Shock?
Yep.
Yeah, if I killed the first two immediately, I would get the third one. And then also, we did that fast enough that we actually just skipped the ending dialogue for that objective. And then I'm just going to go run up here, complete an objective, and then go ahead and just leave. You can use, I think, Swallowed Whole.
Okay. So all the enemies in this area are like super strong at this point. They basically one-shot us,
Like
which is not a cool thing.
Strats.
So I'm just going to die here, because it's going to be easier.
It's intentional.
Now.
Yeah.
That's
So
a dialogue
the enemies
skip.
kill us really good, so that's why I kind of hide. This elevator's coming down with mortar in it, and he's a
Mini boss.
he's actually kind of a difficult mini boss if you're just doing it normally. But
Are you trying to say that this isn't normal?
This is completely normal.
This
I know
is
what you're talking about.
anything but normal.
Being here at level 18 is totally normal.
I
So
don't know
that's
what to
mortar.
believe anymore. You guys just said
Oh, I
two
got the
You
wildly
got the zip.
different things.
Nice.
This is Mega Man now.
Yes.
This is as normal as glitchless.
Yeah. So for whatever reason, our hitboxes interact weirdly in this elevator, and if I'm like touching his in kind of a weird way, he just zips to the top of the elevator.
That also can cause weird problems. I just wanted to do that for fun. Oh, Midget Goliath.
So I'm gonna go right on top of the buzzard spawn, so I can kill them as soon as they spawn. right here, I'm kind of going to help Shock kill things, but I don't have as much damage as he does, but I have a lot of crit damage.
Ow,
so I can just kind of kill the buzzards right as they come out.
Just got treated like a bull. That hurt.
Ole.
Where is the... Oh, we finished it. I didn't even notice that we finished it.
Yeah, we're done. I killed like 3 of them.
Oh, cool. All right. So done with that objective.
That's rude.
And let's just do some more 360s, I guess. Why not?
Yeah, skill. Maximum skill.
Oh, no.
I'm bad. So I'll just travel when I get up there.
Okay.
Is that iBuy power?
I guess I was going to tell you to, you know, go whenever, but...
Oh, no, this is going to be bad.
Hey, Shock, do me a favor and don't die.
Done.
You were 2 MLG for me.
Sure, one clap. That was, like, really synchronized. Let's try that again. One clap. Thank you.
There we go.
You've been fist bumping every time you fist bump, by the way.
Why?
Why not? If people are wondering about why we fist bump, we split with the hands that we're fist bumping with, and it helps us not hit, like, our split button, which for me is F1 and for Shock is
Divide.
minus?
Divide on the number pad. But I'm also playing without a number pad, so...
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Amy is your number pad.
It seems like it'd be kind of hard to hit your split.
You
key
are
with
my
that.
split button, Amy.
You're my split button, man.
We said that at AGDQ when we were talking about that, and people thought it was really cute for some reason.
Yeah.
Got the pride.
We're secretly dating and nobody knows it.
Oh, please
I
don't.
thought you guys were
I can't wait to wind up in a Glad Jonas video for that.
I thought you guys were married since you're living together, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently that's the joke.
The joke.
All right. I have, like, no shield, so everything will literally one-shot me here. Please, thank you.
So, Pump Station 2 is what I like to call Murder Town. There are enemies in here whose crit spots are very tiny, and as you may have noticed throughout the game, I need a semi-large crit spot to be able to hit them. I got a bad spawn first off, so I'm going to take a different path. If these enemies want me dead, they'll kill me. And then I'll have to die and lose my anarchy, which is not very good because I need it for the final fight. So I'm going to hide behind this box and hope nothing comes over to kill me. I can actually tell on the map if things despawn because the red dots over them will disappear. So Murder Town was nice to me today.
Dude, your minimap is correct.
Yeah. I'm one of the only people in the Borderlands community who plays with a fixed minimap, which means that north is always fine. Wait. This isn't fixed.
Yeah, no, that's the joke.
I haven't noticed that all game. I'm stupid.
This is Saturn skip. It's not a skip. I just have to hope that I can get past him without getting shot.
Saturn's a cool dude.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, first you gotta get on the bridge.
He doesn't do anything wrong ever.
Yeah. Saturn will shoot you, and like we said earlier, shooting has a little bit of knockback, which gets you in the air. So it will, if you do it right before you jump, you will lose your jump input.
Yeah, and it does it more often than you would think.
Yeah. But luckily, and also, like, some people would say, just shoot Saturn. You have a ton of crit damage. He does not have a crit spot as well.
Saturn is one of the only bosses in this game that has no crit spot at all.
I'll say, oh, done. Okay. That was weird. Haven't had that dialogue skip in a while.
Yeah. So we're really close to the end of the game. There's like 7 minutes left. All the incentives were met, so I guess I really don't have anything to say here.
I mean,
this is a
Glitch
skip where I
Exhibition coming up
accused
soon.
some guy of like killing someone. I'm gonna accuse that guy.
Can I say happy birthday to my friend?
So I was wrong, but
What's his name?
His name is Shiva.
it really, I don't know what his
Happy
name
birthday.
is. He actually, for this quest, it's really funny. The warden has you pick one of the 4 guys to kill or to hang or whatever he does. And if you pick the incorrect person, the correct guy goes wrong and just runs off. The
Instead
warden
of,
makes
like-
no attempt to stop him.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you're punished because you picked the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Thanks, video game.
I mean, it doesn't change the like ending quest objective at all. It doesn't change the reward at all, but it's just, it's kind of funny.
And you get like a little bit of bonus XP for talking to everyone. The bonus objectives, you just get a little bit of extra XP if you do those, but other than that, there's no reason to do bonus objectives, really.
Yeah, there was a theory a while ago that people wanted to do an all bonus objective run until they remembered that there's an objective that you can literally fail. Which is, there's a quest that you have to kill 100 bandits, and you have to kill 25 of them with the 4 different elements in the game. But if you accidentally kill 26, it still counts, and you can't, like, once you kill 100 bandits, the quest is over. So you can literally just fail out those optional objectives.
That sounds like a fantastic run.
Yeah, it was really stupid, and everybody abandoned the idea once they remembered that quest.
All right. This is a door wave fight. Again, if you have donations, go for it.
Yeah, there's 4 minutes of nothing.
I guess no.
We have a $2 anonymous donation. And Spiff Space makes cool apparel and merchandise for the Smash community this weekend from Thursday to Sunday at noon. Every sale will have 20% profits. Donate the same shoe. On top of that, you can get 15% off online orders using the code For the Kids.
For the kids.
Twitch is proud to be the title sponsor of Smash the Record for a 2nd year in a row. Twitch.tv is home of video game broadcasting. For thousands of partnered streamers across the world, there's entertaining content 24 hours a day on Twitch.
Sincerely apologize if that gun shooting overwrote whatever the announcer was saying.
It is.
Oh yeah, oh, you don't have an amp for me. That's right.
No, it's level 24. I dropped it. I do get a new turtle next level.
Nice.
Which is that's just a really big shield.
So these turrets are scary and they can kill me. So I'm kind of heading.
I'll have my turret fight them.
And I could like send Death Trap out, but Death Trap is so weak that he would just die instantly.
Okay, my turret lost. Oh, that's an exploder. Die.
The heck is? Oh, right.
Oh my goodness.
I forgot that surveyors are a thing in this game and they fly. Surveyors are actually my worst enemy because my damage is all about reflecting bullets off of things onto enemies. And if surveyors are flying, they're in the air and there's nothing to reflect.
Yeah, he has to hope that they get close to a wall or get right in his face so that
Yeah.
he can just spray them in the face with bullets.
One way we manipulate it is tricking shooting an enemy to low health, and that tricks the surveyor into coming down and repairing them. Then we just kill the surveyor. Actually, that surveyor did what I wanted him to, so that worked out. It's another badass, so get an enemy kind of low, or just murder them all.
I can't hear you over the game sound.
Sounds like a personal problem. Get better ears.
Might be.
Oh my bad. Alright, so that was a manip.
And that was cool. So that's actually the last amount of shooting I have to do in the run. I'm pretty much done after this point.
Yeah, he's actually does not complete anything for us, though, and I do everything else.
Yep. There's really not that much left. Hero's Pass takes less than a minute, and then there's the final fight, which takes like 2 seconds.
So I'm going to do some just dialogue skips by picking up these quests.
I will pay you to kill yourself. I've got a perfect spot.
Maybe not the most appropriate quest, but
It's a great quest, though.
for the kids.
Maybe not.
For the kids.
It's a
Right,
great
yeah, for the
quest.
kids.
Nothing. But if you want a huge reward, you jump off that cliff and become my bitch.
God, for the kids. All right.
For the kids.
Actually, wait. I'm going to need this for Hero's Pass, my bad.
Dang it, dude, I jumped away.
Why'd you do
Literally,
that?
I always jump away when I travel. I'm bored. What else am I going to do?
I'm not going to lie, Sting.
Alt
Alright, so
tab?
this is probably the hardest accident movement in the game. A lot of things
In
can
any
go
percent.
wrong. So let's hope not.
Pretty cool movement, TBH.
That child killer?
Especially when you're the one not doing it.
This world.
I mean, it's not super hard. It's just hard to do fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just going to keep everything else. You have a couple of Gwens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's this section done. I have one more jump, and then my movement is done.
Yeah. What he's hoping here is to not get shot by an enemy that has a fire or slag?
Any element that's not slag.
Yeah, any element that's not slag, because it would have corroded through it would have ate through his shield and killed him. But
Done. Cool. Hard movement's over.
yeah, so that's
Oh, one clap.
that's like Borderlands 2.
Sure.
Done pretty quick.
Our claps
I can actually see the time from right here. It's a 1:37, which probably means this is around a 1:30 in-game time.
About 5 minutes off. We've also had longer loads and other stuff like that because of Steam, so
Yeah.
like
And Amy can't count.
Yeah.
counting is hard.
Math
This is also
math
Jack.
difficult.
He was a hard boss.
Yeah. Handsome Jack is a pretty weak secondary final
Hard boss,
boss.
one clap.
Oh, yeah. Hard boss clap. Thank you.
The key's
And if for real gods here, you guys get to see a treat, which is 0 Cycle Warrior. It's happened twice to us ever, and we've run this game for over a year and a half.
So what you're saying is it's going to happen right now?
Yeah, what we're saying is it's going to happen right now.
For the kids.
Well, dude, you're like way more optimistic.
And actually, my favorite piece of trivia about this scene is I once wondered why Jack is bleeding so much, and someone in my chat told me that rich people just have more blood.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, they could just buy more blood because they're rich. So that's how
We
it
couldn't
works.
hear you
Oh,
because the game
So
audio.
by the way, that was the final boss. So that's it. Borderlands 2 is over. Oh, hard boss. Clap. Thank you.
You're out
So-
of
Oh,
sync.
also, Jack's body is right
Ow.
here, but it's also right here. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, if he kills Jack fast enough, then he winds up in some weird places.
Yep, so whoever's running on time, get ready. It's going to be in about 30 seconds.
Oh,
and
I got it. Wow.
All right. So also, who remembers that echo log that we had a long time ago? We still have it, and we're going to use it at the end.
I've kept it in my inventory
get
for
ready.
this long.
Now. Boom. So take it from the beginning all the way to the end.
Yep.
And it just skips a line so I can immediately hit the button.
And we get to hear Axton's super depressing backstory.
What? What the hell, Sarah? Remember Hestius? Instead of protecting the dignitary assigned to your
Wait,
command, he put
wait.
a tracker on him.
Oh, are we going to do the thing?
Track the
Kobe.
with the dignitary still inside.
That worked.
Yeah, which was awesome.
All right, bye.
Got him. Time.
About time.
So that was something stupid we did on damage. Instead of killing him, Shock just threw a grenade.
Slow down, man. Nearly bought it.
Nice.
That's
that was
not bad.
probably like a 132 RTA or
Where the
in-game,
hell
which
were you
is
guys 5 minutes ago?
like
If it weren't for the Vault Hunter, we'd
third
all
or
be
fourth on the
dead.
leaderboard.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's her way of saying we won.
And surprisingly decent RNG with that blue shotgun that we got.
Yeah. Getting that Will's Quest shotgun helped a lot.
This cutscene's great, by the way. There's just like a bunch of random crap in the cutscene. It's just like
Yeah.
whatever.
So we're gonna go to the glitch exhibition after this. There's a lot of stuff we have practiced a lot in terms of glitches, and there's one thing that we discovered like a week ago, and
That's amazing.
are iffy on whether it's going to work or not.
Is Salvador going to be part of this?
No.
he's
No,
just
unfortunately,
one
we
big
couldn't set up anything. for
Salvador
that.
actually has an interesting fact. So most glitches in this game are fixed by save quitting. Salvador has a glitch that is caused by save quitting. If you have an amp shield like that, his left hand gets a random bonus of how many times you save quit while having an amp shield on. It's pretty good.
Where's our legendary?
Top 10 anime.
It was a head again.
Oh.
You are correct.
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do.
I'll just travel you out so you can get to the vehicle station.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm gonna show off visually what's occurring when I do merging, and essentially what's happening on Shock's side from the game's perspective.
All right, so let's just do this. So I'm only traveling just to get him to a car station.
Yeah,
'cause there's no
it
car
gets,
station
it
where he
gets me
is.
there a little bit faster.
Beep, beep.
Here we go. There we go.
When do we take his mic away?
The beginning of the run is when you should have.
Never. You keep
Yeah,
the mic
rock,
forever.
paper, scissors. Go for it.
Against
Between us
myself?
To us, you two.
Wait, what happened?
Just do it.
Right. So
Some
this
big
is a
buttons.
catapult technical. It's the fastest car in the game. If I get in the
Oh.
back, you can
Wait,
do
that's
some really
what I see.
stupid things. Give me
No.
a
Give your launcher, right?
yeah, but give me a Gwen's head too,
Oh,
and
sure.
park the car right here.
Yeah, and I suck at
So what
rock,
does this
paper,
mean?
scissors. That means you give your
Alright,
mic
so
to
there's
him.
that.
Thanks.
Oh.
All right, so he's going to visually show what we've been doing the entire
So?
run.
We don't
So
understand the rules.
if I swap guns here and put a pistol on it, now my shotgun is a pistol. And I swap guns again, and now it's a sniper. And then I swap it again, and now it's a launcher. And then I swap the launcher again. Actually, I want to do the pistol. Now it's back to a
Same
pistol. So this is totally normal, and I can absolutely see everything that's going on. This is essentially what merging is. It's taking all of the things and combining them onto one. So you
Yeah.
can, like, if I move, you can see the sniper under there, and the shotgun's there, and the launcher's there. And yeah, it's pretty dumb. And I can get out of the car with it still going. And if Shock looks at me, he can't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, there's nothing. It just looks like he's holding a pistol on my side. There's nothing absolutely wrong with what's going on here. So, oh, man. doors locked because
Metal Gear.
I actually may need you to get out of the car because I can't kill these things.
No, that's fine. I'll just
Okay,
do
good.
this. We'll go through the door.
Yeah. So this door has some interesting properties.
Actually, yeah, here. You
Yeah,
can do the
I'll
driving.
do that while you kill things. So if I get in this car, I drive it up to the store, park it right in between the door, and then change seats, the door doesn't realize I'm still there, and kind of pushes the car out. And that was a pretty bad one. Let's see if we can get something a little more interesting to happen.
Just trying to clear the area so like stuff doesn't bug us.
Yeah. This should be fine.
Oh, really nice.
All right. There we go. A little bit of a barrel roll there. So if you want to start moving to the next area,
Yeah, sure.
I'll see if I can get one more car glitch to happen. Hello? Door? I'm apparently not allowed in anymore. There we go.
You shall not pass.
Door stuck.
Let's get a little bit farther in. There we go. This should be good. So if I do it right, it just pushes me out into the bottom of the map.
And then it puts him right back up top.
Okay,
It's
that
great.
was actually a new one. I've never seen that before. Normally it just keeps me down there.
All right.
Okay, so
All right, while he drives over here, I'm at a certain spot in the map.
this is the one we found by accident,
Yeah.
and the one we're not sure may completely work.
There's just a hole in the floor of the map, and you can just like fall through it, and you can just go underneath the map. It's just a hole. Like they forgot to put a rock there, so that way you can't get down here. So there's also a neat trick we'll try. I'm gonna try to catch him when he
right.
does this.
So this is a thing called car strats. If I'm down and land on his head, I missed.
I mean, you can just fall off that way, right?
I actually can't move.
No,
Can I? Come on, let me wiggle out there. Okay, I'm gonna have to die.
Oh, rip. We'll try it again.
Yeah, I'll try that again.
What are those holes by Tiny Tina's Workshop?
Yeah, Tiny Tina's Workshop also has this small little like square hole right in front of it, and it doesn't
actually just
teleport to the car. Yeah. So you can also fall through in Tundra Express as well, except for Tundra Express doesn't have this floor on the bottom of the map. This has it on for decoration purposes when you're like over in that section and that section of the map. So.
Okay.
So you just fall.
Try
I
this
mean, you
again.
just fall away down if you need to.
There we go.
All right, so I'm gonna try to catch him.
And caught me.
Hey.
Nice.
All right, so I can take him with me now if I want to.
Now I'm a car.
Beep beep.
And this is actually useful in a couple of places. So this is what we discovered. If he runs directly into this waterfall at max speed, he dies.
And then
I
look at
teleport to the spawn box, and now I'm back on his head.
Yeah, this is
so we accidentally discovered teleporting in Borderlands 2, and it's the dumbest thing we've ever
Oh, I almost got
found.
you. Oh.
I,
Yeah, he's
I
just like
died
stuck
your
on my head. So he comes with me when I die, and he gets teleported to a spawn box, which is this little box on the bottom of the map that enemies spawn in and then get teleported to their right location.
How do you even find stuff like that?
That one was a
That was
complete
an
accident. We
accident.
were screwing around after a run, and I was like, hey, what if I die on your head, and then you run into this waterfall?
All right, so let's go to the Arid Nexus Boneyard for some other neat things.
Yeah, so we've got 2 more things to show off, and you'll know when we're done because you'll know.
All right, go for it. I'm gonna do some visual merging of my own.
Okay. I'll wait so you can just teleport into a...
Whatever, it's fine. All right, so this has been shown off a couple times before, but it's never
It
old.
never gets old. So this rock is not real. You can just run straight through it and get out to the edges of the map. Around the edge of every map, there's a thing called a sentinel that kills you if you try to go out of bounds.
Oh, your animation is like really bugged out, by the way. You're just like continuously holding your right hip.
Okay. I'm thinking really hard. So this exclamation point means that the sentinels are about to kill me. The thing about where we are right now is that it doesn't like us being below the map, so it's going to try to put us up on the map. But if we're dead, we ragdoll and we have a lot of speed. So if I grenade jump into this, it's going to fling me out at a really high rate of speed, and I go pretty decently far above the map on that one. Because it's
than you usually get.
the height above the map which you go is dependent on your speed. Now that being said, you can see where we're going with this next one.
I have a lot of speed.
Shock is literally super speed, so I'm
Yeah.
going to hang on. Let me...
Oh, also, fun fact, if I drop a gun out here, it just goes away. It just goes to space. It's just gone.
So I'm going to get here. got my sniper ready.
All right, ready?
I have to move pretty fast on this one because he's going to go really quick.
And whoop, there you go.
You saw him for maybe half a second there, and off he goes. So he manages to go way higher than me.
Yeah, you can actually get to the point where the camera just freaks out and doesn't know what to do because you're so high above the map. So, all right, so time for the last glitch.
Yeah. So this is
called inventory
gonna be
merging.
interesting.
If we do this, so let's do it on the coach. So
Yeah.
I'm going to force equip a coach.
I'm going to force equip a coach.
So the game thinks our inventories are the same, but I don't have a gun, or I have a lot of guns. Like a lot of guns.
Where do you keep all those guns?
I don't know.
So
Where does Link keep all his gear? So I can just drop a boatload of guns continuously, and hopefully, if I do this right, I can crash his game. We'll see if the game doesn't want to be.
Pretty well.
These
That's a lot of blue.
these computers are
these
pretty
computers hold
pretty
up
high
pretty well,
specs,
I'm
so
gonna
it's
be
gonna take a
honest.
while before this crashes.
Thanks,
It's slowing
iPod
down.
Power.
We're almost there. And we're done.
All right, there you go.
So, since this is computer capturing, the crash shows up on my screen. And he can still move.
Yeah. So I lose all my speed, though, because none of the calculations for speed and stuff are being done. So I just turn into a normal character. I can't throw grenades. I can't do my skill. I can open my inventory, but it's like really weird because of the inventory merge we did. So like that gun just disappeared. So yeah, a lot of weird effects happen,
Yeah.
and the game just stops working.
That's Borderlands 2. It stops working.
Oh.
Was it ever working in the first place, honestly?
It worked in all the right
Kind
ways.
Yeah.
And all the wrong ways.
You could shoot people with a gun, and I think that was the intention of the game.
Yeah.
So that's been it. So
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
for
you guys for having us. We're really sorry about all the connection problems that we had.
Yeah, but enjoy the next run.
That's it. We did our incentives here.